Hi everyone, quite exciting today. I'm trying something I haven't done in the Ninja, and it's burgers. I got asked by a lady, do I ever cook my own burgers? I have done in the past during the summer and put them on the barbecue outside, but I've never done my own in the Ninja, so this is a first for me. And I thought I'll look around at some recipes, and I've pulled out a Gordon Ramsay recipe that I quite fancy trying. It's a little bit different, so this should be fun. We can share it together. It might go disastrously wrong, or it might be fabulous. So let's start. First of all, another lady asked me about making sure I give quantities and times. Quantities I can do, times I kind of guess at, to be honest with you, with the air fryer. I look at things and think, that looks done. But I will try and be more accurate. Right, okay, today we're using Aberdeen Angus minced beef, and it's got a 10% fat. Gordon actually recommends a 15% fat, but I didn't have it in, so let's see how we get on with the 10%. This is grated, very, very cold. He put frozen butter. Didn't have any frozen butter. I have it at the back of the fridge, which keeps it very cold. So it actually grated quite easily. 2 ounces of grated butter, okay? 1/4 of a small red onion, very finely diced. And then after that, it is seasonings, which I will take you through as we go to it. First thing I'm going to put on at the moment, these are my homemade bread buns that a lot of you who subscribe to me will have seen me making in that very Ninja. They've been frozen. They've been frozen for probably 4 weeks now, and I thought it's time to use them up. So we got them out today. They are thawing beautifully. I'm going to put them in a dry heated pan. I'm going to brush the tops with olive oil and toast them, because I prefer burger going into a toasted bun. Some people don't bother at all and just bung the burger in. It's just personal preference. That's what I'm doing today. So I'll start by just a little bit of olive oil onto my pastry brush. Literally 1 teaspoonful is going to do them all. That's it. They're just going to go that side down. It's just a pan on a very low flame. Just going to toast them up, and then I'll flip them over and get a little bit of toasting on the other side. So we're going to start by, as I said, it says 400 grams, which, checking on my conversion table, is just under 1 pound of mince if you're working in old money. Right, okay, so in goes our 400 grams of mincemeat. And then it says distribute the butter evenly through your mince, which I don't think is going to be that easy. So let's just, and I'm going to chuck the onion in as well, and I think I'm going to have to go in there with my hands in a minute. Right, I need to get my hands in. I don't particularly like garlic granules, but in this recipe he asks for it, and I believe it's to stop excess moisture. And because we're under the pound, I'm just putting half a teaspoonful in. 1 tablespoonful of extra virgin olive oil. Salt. Now he says on that 1 tablespoonful, because what he wants you to do is to also season the outside of the patty when you've got it all mixed in together. So get that butter up there, that's it. Can't beat hands, can you? It's quite unusual, because normally when I've made beef burgers before in the past, like I say, I've used a binding agent, which is often an egg, and even sometimes some little tiny little breadcrumbs, give it something. So I am hoping this comes together. I have tried some of his recipes, and I do quite like them. The butter will also give it a tremendous flavour. Now what we have to do with these, when I feel it's incorporated nicely, ready to make patties, I'm going to get a plate out. I'm actually making more than what we need. I'm only doing 2 today for John and I, so the others will freeze. But you have to chill them for 10 minutes in your fridge before you actually cook them. I imagine that's to just so they don't break apart whilst you're cooking them. At least I think that's what it's for. As you can see, I've got my butter incorporated in there, so I'm not going to stress over that. I'm just going to lift that over to there. I need to go up a little bit. Needs a little bit more heat on there. I didn't want to give it too much. Yeah, okay. Right, okay, they're just starting. I don't want a lot of colour. I'm just going to turn them over. I just want to know they've got like a little bit of crunch on there. That one can take a minute more. And then I'm just going to turn them off and leave them sit in the hot pan. Always being thoughtful at the fact that your burgers shrink when cooking. So I'm going to sort of just break it nice handful off. I don't do great big thick burgers. I don't enjoy them. You go to some of the pubs, I mean the guys will enjoy them, but I hate having to try and get my jaws around something that's absolutely huge. Now my buns are not big buns, so I'm kind of thinking of that when I'm making my patties. I think that might be just about perfect, so I'm going with that one. I believe Gordon Ramsay only gets 2 burgers out of this recipe because he does like a great thick patty, and his meat is usually pink in the middle. That's another thing, I prefer my meat. I don't mind a tiny little bit of pink in the middle with a burger, but I definitely don't like blood running in a burger. Now he clearly states on his recipe he likes you to season the outside of these, so that I will follow. Right, I'm just going to wash my hands again. I'm going to give them a good season, and then we're putting them in the fridge for 10 minutes. Okay, season, salt, turn them over. Okay, the other side. Not so much salt, because be aware the butter I've used today is salted butter, so not too much on the salt. If you're putting fresh meat in your fridge, it should always be covered. Okay. Right, I'm just going to chill those down, give them 10 minutes, and then we're going to cook. Right, just got these out the fridge, so I'm going to put probably the 2 biggest ones into the Ninja. I just want to show you what's going to be our toppings before I forget. Okay, we've got a vine tomato. There's just the 2 of us, so 1 tomato sliced. Lovely. We've got Gordon Ramsay's. He said just use a good mayonnaise, so this is Hellman's. 2 tablespoonfuls and 1 tablespoonful of sriracha sauce, which is a hot chili sauce. I use this for cooking, but I don't generally use much of it because I don't do too much heat well. But this tastes flipping delicious. Right, and my husband's love is caramelised red onion relish, so we're putting some of that on today. Cheese, well, I'm not going down cheddar or Monterey Jack, which I normally do. I'm going to actually use a French cheese, and it's kind of like a double brie. It's called Valage. The only place I've found it up to now is Waitrose. It's super creamy, lovely tang to it, so I'm hoping that'll complement everything I'm trying to achieve. So doing something a little bit different. Let's get these burgers in. Right, these have been in the fridge full 10 minutes. The plate's very cold. They feel very cold. Obviously it's to do with the way they're going to be cooked. So I'm just going to pick one up. I'll show you these in a second. That's the 2 biggest burgers. There we go. I'm just going to put them, these other 2 are going to be frozen for lunch some other time, lunchtime. Air fry. Gordon Ramsay said he did his on a hot plate, 4 minutes each side. So I'm going to try 10 minutes and give you an accurate timing when it's finished. Okay, guys? I will turn them halfway, by the way. See you in 5 minutes. Right, halfway mark. That's what we're getting up to now. Okay, I'm going to turn those over. Just do a smell. Oh God, they smell amazing. This could be good, to be careful, because I want them to stay intact. Yep, that one stayed intact. Okay, And another 5. And away we go. I think they might take a bit longer. A bit of that. Just getting ready with my temperature probe, guys, because I want to make sure it's cooked inside. I don't want to be cutting into and find a pile of raw meat inside there. So I need a guideline on the temperatures, okay? And this will be the 10 minutes. I'm feeling we might have to go over to 12 minutes. Smell amazing. Right, okay. Into the thickest part. Holding together very well. 66. 71. Well, that's kind of telling me that's cooked. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes. I think I'll go on to max crisp just to get an extra little boost of heat in there. 2 minutes on max. And then I think we're ready to eat. And good, because I'm starving. Folks, so that's a full 10 minutes and 2 minutes on max crisp. Oh, that's looking better. Yeah, that's much more what I expected. I'm just going to put my thermometer in there again and see what internal temperatures I'm coming up with. Yeah, 75 on that one. Let's go to this one. Ooh, 79 on the smaller one. Right, so they're done. Now, you know what I was saying about didn't like big burgers. Well, this one is mine. This is much smaller. Right, okay. Let me just wash my hands again quickly. Right, I'm going to take this lovely piece of French double brie. Oh my God, this looks so good. I just absolutely love this cheese. Oh, well, that's bigger than Gordon Ramsay's. Oh my God, I've gone so wrong somewhere. Okay, I do not know. Okay, squash it down, girl. Oh my God, that looks so juicy and gorgeous. Right, okay, we're going to attempt to eat this. I think I'll take a knife and fork because I have no idea how I'm going to get my jaws around that. Yes, the homemade bun, because I had large buns. Just let me turn my ninja off. Made it slightly larger. But even if I'd had, yeah, but I think homemade patties are going to be that way. So I'm going to try them. We'll let you know exactly what we think. And I've got my timings accurate. 10 minutes on normal air fry, 2 minutes on max crisp. Okay, guys, see you in a minute. I've squished it down. I'm going to try and eat this. Excuse me, this is going to be really vulgar. Oh my God. I just think I made the best burger ever. So juicy and so flavoursome. I mean, seriously guys, I'm not kidding. It's, yeah, I'd happily pay Byron Burgers to deliver a burger as good as that. So. Oh, and the French cheese. Sorry, you're going to have to excuse me because I'm just enjoying myself far too much. Bye! See you soon.
How was it then?
Well, fingers sticky. That's it. That's all that's left. My God. Gordon Ramsay, that was a good burger. But I think I made it better. I added red onion. Loved it. Perfect. Thank you.